Hello friends, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365, and today I want to talk about the news that just came out of Toy Fair this past weekend about Bumblebee and the future of Transformers in movies. If you're new to the channel, please hit that like button, subscribe, hit the bell notification. I put out videos daily, and you can also find me over at Twitter and Instagram at Movie Guy 365. So this weekend at Toy Fair, it was announced through Hasbro, who officially has the licensing and distribution rights, of course, of the Transformers. They've had that for years. But I'm talking about the movie films. Previously, they were not sole, but Michael Bay and his company were kind of in charge of those movies. So they released a Bumblebee movie this past December, which received, I think it's currently sitting at 93% approval rating. And there was always a question, and they asked the director this, they asked Hasbro this back then. They said, hey, is this like a reboot, or is this going to be a prequel to the existing Bay movies? And all the existing evidence was pointing more towards a prequel. But this past weekend at Toy Fair, Hasbro has officially announced that Bumblebee will serve as an actual reboot of the franchise. So any movies going forward are going to ignore the continuity of Michael Bay's films. I'm perfectly fine with this. I think Michael Bay had a good run. It was a lot of spectacle, very little substance to those movies. But I'm fine. I mean, considering how The Last Night ended, it was getting to be too much. I think too much, for Bay to really kind of tell a narrative. And I think with Bumblebee, we're getting more back to the Generation 1 designs, which looked incredible in the movie, in my opinion. And I think it offers a fresh jumping off point for anything in the future. Now, Bumblebee is set in the 80s. I don't think they're going to necessarily stay there. I think they're going to move forward in time. I don't want to get into a thing where it's like the X-Men movies, where they became like Back to First Class and then continuity got all weird. So I think it was very good of Hasbro to just say, look, it's a reboot. None of the Bay movies pretty much matter anymore. We're just taking it from there. I know the big project that everybody's talking about is a possible Optimus Prime origin, that kind of thing. But we're also going to be getting more, wide Transformers films. Like, not like the Bay ones necessarily, but ones that don't feature necessarily specifically one character. So we're going to get smaller movies like spin-offs, like Prime, but also like event movies, quote unquote. As I said, I like this idea. I think it's a smart move by Hasbro to just do this now, not kind of play around with the continuity, because, hey, you know how us fans can get. The X-Men continuity was just all over the map. And, that was my big fear, was like, okay, if they're going to go forward, are they going to just mess around with it and not address it? Or are they just going to come out and say it? And I like this because it also offers more possibilities. Hey, we might get a G.I. Joe crossover at some point. Like, I know they briefly talked about that during the Bay run, but, we could get things like that. And I think this is wise. As a 80s kid myself, huge Transformers fan, I love this. I love this possibility. I think, as I said, I think Bumblebee was just a great film. Travis Knight did an excellent job in that movie. And I would like to see him stay on. I hope they keep him. I want to see more Generation 1. I'm excited about this. What do you guys think? Leave in the comments below. Are you happy about this news that we're, essentially getting a reboot? And normally I'm not a fan of reboots, but I think in this case it's definitely needed. It's definitely welcomed. I can't wait to see it. Hey, as long as we keep Peter Cullen as Optimus Prime, you got me. So, like I said, leave in the comments below what you think about it. In the meantime, please like, subscribe, hit that bell notification. Any help you give me would be greatly appreciated. So until next time, this is Adam with Movie Guy 365. I will see you at the movies.